I don't know why I'm sharing this with you this week, except I know people love it. Maybe you're going to love it too. Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. If you're running your own detective agency or any kind of business really, you know you have to have a website up. You have to have some marketing materials sometimes. And one of the things that you're going to do with that is, in order to attract attention, use different fonts. You're going to try to choose the font. Sometimes they're referred to as typefaces, although those two things are technically different. But it's the shape of letters. It's the way those letters look. And you're going to use different ones to try to convey a different feeling, a different message, or maybe try to get a little bit of attention. Now, one of the interesting things you can do in our industry is try to get fonts that kind of reflect private investigations, maybe where the letters look a little bit like smudged fingerprints or little magnifying glasses or crime scene tape. So you can get these fonts and kind of give a little bit of attention getting, make a little bit unique your marketing materials. Now there's a couple of things I want to share with you. One, where can you find these fonts? You can find them online if you go to your favorite search engine and type in detective fonts. And you're going to be given an assortment of different ones to choose from. They all have like their different unique names, so you can find one that you like. And now I'm not tech support. I'm not going to be able to train you on how to load those onto your computer, make sure they're in your word processor or available to you. There are plenty of videos that will teach you that, so good luck with that. However, I am going to tell you a couple things you need to know about using these fonts. When you have a web page, or maybe you're putting a sales letter together to mail out, maybe even a flyer to post, you're going to use different fonts to catch people's attention. Here's the key thing I want you to remember. You're going to find 30 really cool, interesting detective fonts out there that you're going to love. Do not use all 30 in the same sales letter. Do not use all 30 on the same web page. That is a rookie mistake. I don't want you to make it. A web page, a sales letter, a piece of marketing material should have at the most 2 different fonts. One for the headline and subheads, and a different one for the words that are written, the body copy or the ad copy. Generally speaking, online you want to use sans serif fonts, these fonts that don't have the little extra tail on them. So something like Arial might be easier to read online than Times New Roman. However, in print material sales letters, you want those little serifs, those little extra tags and pieces on the letters to kind of help the eye move along the page and read and encourage the reader to keep moving along. But the headline and the subhead, maybe even some of the subheads within the letter, I will use something that's not that's sans serif, doesn't have that little serif on it, just to kind of set it apart a little bit. But notice I'm using 2 different fonts and only 2 different fonts. It doesn't get distracting. The one exception, in my view, to using maybe a 3rd font is if you want to give something a handwritten look to draw attention to it. Maybe it looks like it's a little handwritten font, a handwritten note to say, hey, check this out, and a little arrow to point to that one paragraph in particular. That might be a reason to use a 3rd type of font. The key thing here is you really do have to be marketing, and that doesn't necessarily mean spending money on advertising, but you got to be getting your message out there. The benefit to the person, the potential client that you want to hire you. So be getting your message out there. Using different fonts may be a kind of fun and interesting way to do that. If it fits your style, go ahead and use it, and hopefully you'll reap some marketing benefits from it. This is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.